3,200 miles from home, the Kressner family had their van and all their personal belongings stolen in broad daylight. With nowhere to turn, they stepped into the closest fire station and discovered a hero. He turned this tragic situation into a remarkable story of human kindness.
This family had come from New York, and as a graduation present to their son, they were going to travel the United States and see what the rest of the world looked like. And they managed to get here to Seattle, parked their car, or a van as a matter of fact, full of all their belongings, and went next door to Ivar's for lunch. They came out to find their van had received a little Seattle hospitality and was now gone. So they happened to come to the fire station, and as luck would have it, Paul answered the door.
And the doorbell rang, and it turned to be the Kressners, which is a family from New York. And they came in to ask to use a telephone to report their vehicle had been stolen.
Paul, with the gold heart and the kindness that he's well known for around here, took the whole family in and probably saved them a lot of grief and turmoil. So it's pretty typical of Paul.
What are they going to do in the next few days while they're waiting for the police to recover their car? They had nothing but the clothes on their backs, and so I offered to take them into my home and put them up while the police try to recover the vehicle.
If he wasn't there and offered his hope and his home, I don't know what we would have really done. And it's nice to see people still have trust in each other and are willing to reach out their hand and offer help for you.
I felt bad that they were having such a bad experience in Seattle, and I didn't want them to think that Seattle was that kind of a town. And I think more than that, I just, they were hurt, and they were hurt people, and so I did what I could to help them.
I've been to Paul's house. It's not the Gates Castle. It's a 2-bedroom, smaller house. Put 4 more people in there was definitely not the easiest thing in the world to do, I'm sure. But Paul doesn't care. First and foremost, it's what he can do to help other people out. And the inconvenience, while it only lasted a week, I'm sure they had a great time while they were all there.
We went to the Seattle Center. We came back down to the waterfront, trying to show them that the waterfront's not such a bad spot. And actually, it was seafair, so we got to go check out some of the Navy boats and do go down to Pike Place Market and do some of the funner things that Seattle has to offer.
To be a fireman, you have to be a little strange to begin with, because you run into burning buildings. It's not a natural act for people to do. We like to be there when everything is going wrong. Paul just takes that a step further, and he will hook up with a person and meet him the next day and buy him that pair of tennis shoes, or meet him at McDonald's and buy him lunch or something, just to make a little bit of a difference in somebody's day. And he's been doing it ever since I've known him.
Just a few days after they left, I got a call from the police department saying their vehicle was recovered. It was not far. It was only a few miles from Station 5 here, and so I went down and recovered the vehicle, took it to a detail shop, actually took it up to a local auto dealer so it could be repaired and checked out, so when they returned it would be in good condition. It's kind of like winning the lottery. Every day you go to work, you actually get paid to help people. I mean, I can't imagine a better job.
Thank you, Paul. I can never thank you enough for all that you've done for me and my family, and we'll always be thinking of you, and we'll never forget what you've done for us.